Chick-FeLaShe-O, where we pay for our dreams. Like, share, subscribe to the page. Tell your single men friends about the page. Also, in the description box below, there's a bunch of other things down there that you might be interested in, such as the currency rate, 10 ways how you can get your passport faster, and the check meg and the e-ticket information for you to get into these countries. So, if you're interested, check it out. And if you want to leave a donation to the Cash App or the PayPal, links in the description. If not, I'm just happy you're here. And let's go for the ride to the pussy paradise. All right, so today's episode, I'm going to be talking about safety. Is it safe in these other countries? And what I want to say is, before I even get into that, I'm only going to focus on two countries because for the most part, these two countries are the countries that most people that I know visit. So I'm going to focus on these two countries, but you can apply these same rules to these other countries. But I'm going to focus on these two countries, which is the Dominican Republic and Cartagena, Colombia, or Colombia. Medellin, Cartagena, Cali, wherever. Dominican Republic, Sosúa, Puerto Plata, Gaspar Hernandez, Santo Domingo, Santiago, Punta Chica, La Vega, whichever, Puerto Plata. So, this is what my rules are, and this is what I follow. It's rule number 1. Be aware of your surroundings. I know. A lot of y'all go somewhere, and for the first time, you think that you're going to act or move or do the same things you do in the States. It's not a good idea. Not a good idea. Pay attention to your surroundings. Understand that you are in a whole nother country. And that goes for all my weed smokers and my heavy drinkers. I recommend that you do not, I repeat, do not buy weed or alcohol off anybody on the streets in these countries. Do not, I repeat, do not buy weed or alcohol or any type of altering mind substance from anyone in these other countries, because you do not know these people. You don't. I don't care if it's your man's friend. I don't care if he seems like he's cool. I don't care if he tells you he's from Brooklyn or he used to be in the United States. I don't care. Do not. Know your surroundings, because you will get jammed up very fast. Very fast. Understand your surroundings. That's my number 1 rule. My number 2 rule is do not be flashy. Don't be flashy. Don't. Do not flash money. When you come outside, just look normal. You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna get all the pussy in the world you want. You can dress like a bum and you're still going to get pussy. You don't need to walk outside with jewelry on, with flashy watches that cost $10,000 or $5,000 or even $2,000 or $1,000 or $500 or $200. You don't need to wear none of that. You don't need to wear your Balenciaga shades. You don't need to wear these expensive sneakers, these Jordans that cost $300-$400, the retros. You don't need to do none of that. Just wear regular clothes. maybe wear a white tee, a white tee. Maybe, wear some regular sneakers. No one knows you there, and no one's gonna care. You're gonna put a target on your back if you go and you wear all these things and you do all these things. Don't draw attention to yourself. There's plenty of pussy to go around, and you will get plenty of it. That's my second rule. My third rule is ask the girl her name. Ask her name. Because most guys that I come across, they don't even know these girls' names. Ask them their name. The reason why that's important is because if something was to happen and you have, let's say she came to your hotel room and you don't know her name. She gave her ID to the security, right? And then she left. But you don't know her name. They don't know her name either. They don't look at their name. They just look at their see if they're above age. Most of them don't remember their name. So if something happens and you find out after you're gone, you're fucked. You're fucked. And I'm gonna give you 2 honorable mentions. The first one is, don't go exploring without someone that you actually know that lives there and you know them. Because if you go exploring, let's say you go into the mountains of Puerto Plata, right? But you don't know nobody, and you're just walking around in the mountains. Let's say your phone doesn't work up there. Who you gonna call if something happens? So just pay attention to that, because you don't wanna be like, oh well, is it safe? And then you go into a neighborhood where you don't know nobody, and you're up in a club, up in the neighborhood, up in the mountains somewhere. You don't know what these people are thinking and how they move. Most of them are good people, but you gotta understand there are some bad ones out there. And last but not least, understand your money. You have to understand your money, how much you have, how much you're spending, because if you don't, you will get robbed. And what I mean by get robbed, there's a bunch of different ways you can get robbed. One of the most common ways you will get robbed is people will overprice you. That's how you get robbed. Most people don't physically rob you. They'll just overprice you if you don't know. If you don't know, and they tell you, hey, it's only 4,000 pesos, and you come to find out it's really only 1,500 pesos. Even like with Colombia, the pesos are kind of complicated to understand at first, but then once you get it, because they go by the millions. So when someone says they want $50 US, there's 250 million pesos. And you thinking that, oh man, that's a lot of money. It's really not. It's just 50. But to them, it may be a lot. But you might end up giving somebody 400 million pesos and didn't even know that you was giving them that much money. So, those are the things that I would tell you to look out for. And if you worried about safety, if you follow these rules, then 9 times out of 10, something might not happen to you. But we always can't control things that just happen on a whim, because just what it is. And it happens in America too. So, Chick-FeLaShe-O. Like, share, subscribe to the page. Tell your single men friends about the page.